Herb, Jaron was sagging off you to begin that game. Just what was your strategy tonight, and that helped you have that career night that you did?
Just trusting in my work, and staying aggressive throughout the game, not worrying about the misses, and like I said, just trusting in my work.
Do you think you've found, it looks like you found the 3-point shot here lately? Has it been more of like a physical changes, or is it just more of like a mental thing, do you think?
I don't want to get comfortable with where my shot is. I'm glad that the shots are falling, but I'm gonna continue to work extremely hard on my jump shot to keep improving it. And I think a part of it was somewhat mental. But I'm still not satisfied with how it feels right now, and I'm gonna just continue to keep working to perfect it.
I just want to hear more about the little story that Trey was telling us about the guy talking to you before the game about getting 30. He said it was during warm-ups?
Yeah, a guy did say get 30 tonight, and I kind of just laughed it off because I don't normally shoot a bunch of threes, but my teammates always tell me to shoot it when I'm open, and that's what I did tonight, and just stayed aggressive.
Do you remember your last 30-point game?
I think this is my all-time high.
High school for a game?
I don't think I scored 30 in high school.
And just for you, it's not the first time you've seen a guy sagging off you like that. When you see how much he was sagging off you, how important was it for you to continue to be aggressive and attack that space, knowing how that affects the entire offense?
Oh, it's super important to just keep guys honest. I show up every day and, put in a ton of work on my jump shot. And it kind of, I know Jaron, I don't think he came out and was meaning to, be that far off me. That's probably like a scheme that they drew because it did work before. But I just kind of felt disrespected because of the work that I put in, and I just stayed aggressive and the shots fell.
And just when y'all see the way they were defending B.I. early and just fighting to keep the ball away from him, just what was it like to see him kind of switch it up in the second half and finally get himself going?
B.I. just knows how to play, good basketball. He always tells us he's not really worried about getting his shots. He just wants the best shots for the team. He made plays for the team to get, great shots, great looks all night.
And we talked a lot last year about, you and Trey kind of getting experience in that playoffs last year and just feeling what it was like and how much that meant for y'all growth. How far do y'all think y'all have come in this year just being prepared for these type of moments and being able to make a big impact the way y'all did in this game?
I think we've grown a lot, especially in the aspect of staying resilient and staying steady through the ups and the downs of the game. I feel like we can only improve, especially, with the win tonight. We'll learn from it and grow.
What was it like trying to find the balance of when you're open, take the three versus being aggressive? You got to the free throw line 8 times tonight. It wasn't just threes you were taking, you're attacking the rim a lot too. So for you, what's that balance like? And hey, I am open, I could take this, or here's a lane for me. And to follow up on that, this is a team you might see in the playoffs here in a couple weeks, and you may see a similar scheme. Does it help seeing this now, in preparation for that potentially?
We've seen it the first few times we played them, and I just try to mix it up so guys won't know what I'm doing. I don't just want to, stand still in the corner and make it easier on them to defend us. And I just try to move around and get guys open. And like I said, staying aggressive, I think, helped me.
Just as someone whose role is normally more defense-focused, how did you enjoy or sort of just take in that experience of being the leading scorer with 35 points in a game like this?
To be honest, I didn't know I was the leading scorer till after the game. I try not to pay attention to stats, during the game. I just try to take the best shot or try to get the best shots for the team throughout the game, each possession. I kind of look at it as a game in itself, and looked up and I had 35.
It can be a perception-changing performance, like for you. I mean, people are going to maybe have to look at you differently when they're trying to figure out how to play the Pelicans.
Yeah, I think so. But for me, I'm just going to keep playing basketball the way that I know how. Shoot shots when I'm open, and if I'm not, do other things to get guys open and score.
The last thing is when you look at the box score and the points in the paint, it's kind of an unusual number for you guys to still win in spite of that. What do you make of that?
Coach preached, to shoot more threes because, we put in a ton of work on our three-point shooting. And he preached, if you shoot it, if you open shoot it and shoot it with confidence, and I think we did a great job of that tonight.
CJ was just referencing how much time you spend on your shot, but he said that sometimes he tells you, like, hey, man, you got to sit down. You're spending so much time on. What's usually your reaction to that when he tells you that? I
kind of just laugh it off because they know I'm not going to stop working. That's kind of it. I know people say it all the time, like it doesn't feel right if you don't go shoot or if you don't work out. But that's really how I feel. Like anytime I can get a chance to go work out and shoot and work on the things I need to improve on, I'm going to try to go and get in the gym.
Since you won and dropped 35, I don't feel too bad about asking about this, but Willy was talking about, some brain farts. The foul at the three-point line, did you think that was going in? And two, was there any conversation of, given the time frame, what should have happened defensively?
Yeah, I knew when the guy drove baseline, I knew he was going to pass to the corner, and I wanted to block it. And so when I went to close out, I don't think I fouled him that hard. Like, I think he kind of sold it a little bit, but...
Do you think it was going in?
I didn't even turn around to look. Like, after I fouled him, I kind of just stood, and the guy on the bench told me that it went in. So I was... Like, after I fouled him, I was already sick, and I turned around and told my teammates, that was on me. Especially being, a non-defender. That was just a mistake I shouldn't have made.
And on the positive side of that, just kind of like my last thought is, obviously the crowd, like home court advantage in overtime is nice. Just talk about the impact the crowd had tonight and how much you look forward to having one more regular season game on Friday against the Knicks.
It was huge, man. Especially when we went on our run. In the fourth, and then, when we started out overtime on that run, it gets super loud, and that only feeds, energy into the team. I feel like we already play hard, and, when the crowd gets into it, it takes it up another level. So I'm super excited to get another game here in the Blender.
Thanks.